Hello and welcome to another update video on Solana. I wanted to explain here the daily chart because our pullback that we've now seen over the last few sessions, hold on, price disappeared here. There you go. Pullback is deep, but the pullback has not broken our micro support area on the smaller time frame. Therefore, I'm still considering that we could be in a fourth wave, but it's basically becoming already more likely that we might be in a wave 2 correction instead of a wave 4. Yeah, and that's the white scenario. So latest price data allows us to add some, you could say, microstructure to that C wave to the upside that we've been tracking. And I've only done it on the daily chart. Oh no, hold on, I've done it on the smaller time frame as well. It's just that the daily chart here is really helpful to understand context, and the smaller time frame really just gives us the micro support levels. Just wanted to help you understand what the plausible scenarios are. That I'm still looking for higher prices in the very short term, though I still don't have any confirmation of a low in place. And the main risk, as explained in the last video on this chart, is that we dip into the support zone again, and we could test the June low again. That would be in the orange scenario, in which we could be moving down in a C wave of a wave 2 or a B wave, in which case the wave B or wave 2 never finished on the 22nd of June. It just basically just simply moves over here. Yeah. So that would be the orange scenario in which we are working on a broader correction. That means if the price retraces in 5 waves now, if we come down in 5 waves, we would call that wave C of 2 or wave B. The support area here has been on the chart since May. It hasn't moved. It hasn't changed. It would be an opportunity again. The question is just, do we get a deeper wave 2 or B, yeah, or a less deep wave 2? So we have certain support levels to watch. And if the price reacts to one of these support areas in an impulsive fashion, then this could be the indication that the next leg up has started, for example, the third wave. So for me, it remains the case, and that hasn't changed, it remains the case that the main support on this daily time frame is located at $109. That hasn't changed. Okay, but it could be that we don't necessarily test the June low again, and we just form a wave 2 pullback which might end above the June low. That would be a series of higher highs and higher lows. Would have the right proportions for you could say an AB 1-2 setup. But this is a 3-wave move up. So I would have to say that circle wave C is an ending diagonal. Unfortunately, those structures are prone to failure. But it would still present an opportunity and be in line with my bullish scenarios I've been offering here on this channel. Now let us take a look at the smaller time frame. And here you can exactly see that we are at this key pivot. We are at this $160 level, at this wave 4 support level, yeah? Exactly there. Now, if we reverse from here to the upside, then while this would be a deep wave 4, it could still be a wave 4, and we could get one more high in wave 5 in a direct fashion. But what I just showed you on the larger time frame is the potential for a little bit of a deeper pullback in wave 2. And on our smaller time frame chart, you actually see what the support area would be for this wave 2. And it's between $140.27 and $152.34. Doesn't mean we have to test that level, not even in the wave 2, but it means that as long as we are holding above $140, we could sort of keep up, or yeah, keep the scenario alive, the assumption alive that we have a meaningful low in place in June, 22nd of June, and we're already in the next move up. Whether we call that an internal fourth wave or a wave 2 depends on how deep the pullback is. But below $140, we have to say that the market failed an upside breakout. We're going back to the scenario that we've been tracking before, in which the market is still in this correction. We never finished this correction in June. It's just extending. So there are still a few bullish options. Okay, so I'm not calling for a bear market here yet. I mean, at some point I have to say that the market has exhausted all bullish options, but we haven't even broken upper support. But at this point, I find it quite likely that the market will try to break below $160. And if it does it, then it will not rule out the idea that this is a fourth wave pullback, but it will put it somewhere at the back of the line, right? It will become much less likely. I like the idea of a 1-2 setup, but obviously, as I said, it's prone to failure because the wave 1 is only in 3 waves. It could either way be also just a high B wave in the orange count, and then we're testing the June lows again. So I'm just saying there are levels to watch. I'm not predicting a turnaround here anywhere. I'm just saying this is the structure, and with each of these scenarios, you get certain support levels. But if the price doesn't show a reaction to any of them, then yeah, let's say the next bullish option would be a deeper wave 2, a deeper B wave in the orange scenario. So I think the next step will be to watch for a reaction here at $160. I don't see any reaction yet that is meaningful. So would not be surprised if we test here lower support around 140 to 152. With this video, you're now well equipped. You know what the different levels and pivots are. And if we see a reaction here in 5 waves to the upside, and we break above the next high at $182, then this would be our first indication that indeed a low has formed. So that's the update on Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. I also invite you to join us on X for additional updates, additional posts. You can ask questions. I check in regularly here, so feel free to check it out. It's just much more interactive than, for example, the YouTube comment section. So feel free to join. I'll post a link in the description and in our comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.